guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to teach you the easiest way to 50-50 to fakie on a mini ramp, and by we, I mean my friend Tanner is gonna teach you how to do it. It's gonna be super sick. Let's get it. So, how long have you been doing 50-50 to fakies?
About 8 years.
About 8 years. I feel like as long as we've known each other, you've been doing 50-50 to fakies. I think he has a secret that'll help you guys learn them. It's a super fun one. Here's how you do it. So what is a 50-50 to fakie? It's when you go up the ramp, backside, you lock in both trucks on the coping. You're gonna grind across, but instead of going back in regular, which is forward, you're gonna do a 90-degree pivot, and you're gonna go back in fakie. So there are 3 things you wanna learn how to do before you do this trick, and the first one is to do a decked rock to fakie. The second trick you need to learn how to do is a
Actual stall.
And the third thing you need to learn how to do is a 50-50 to regular. Make it a good one. Okay, so when you start doing this trick, you need to learn first how to put your feet, and your feet go, where do they go?
Like this.
So back foot's gonna be here, kind of in the pocket. Front foot is directly over the bolts, and this helps you come back in fakie.
So to do a 50-50 to fakie, the first thing that I would recommend is you want to try to find a nice wide quarter pipe. This section of the mini ramp is 12 feet long, and that gives you more than enough room to have speed to grind all the way. Make sure your feet are set up, and that way you really can focus not on going to the end of the ramp, but on going back in fakie. When learning this trick, I would highly recommend dropping in on a quarter pipe that is equal size or a little bit bigger than the quarter pipe you're going to be doing the trick on. This will give you enough speed so you can get a nice long 50-50 across the coping. And you're going to go nice and wide so that you can lock into a 50-50 on the coping. And when you do this, you're going to put all of the pressure on your heel on the back foot, and then your front foot is just going to guide in that cross lock so that you are 50-50ing backside across the coping. And make sure that your shoulders are parallel with the coping. You want to make sure that you are completely parallel as you're grinding across. And then to go back into the ramp fakie, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your knees are bent, and you're going to lift up just like a manual. And since you have all that pressure on your heel, on the tail of the board, what you're actually going to do is scoot that back truck instead of being locked in on the quarter pipe. But when you scoot down and put more pressure on your heel, the wheel is going to drop down below the coping. At this point, you want to make sure that your knees are bent, and you're going to start twisting your hips the opposite way so that they end up perpendicular from the coping. Tanner does a really good job of making sure that his front truck drops below too, and he puts most of his weight on the front truck. When that back truck goes below the coping, you're going to make sure that you also lift up so that your front truck goes below as well. Make your pivot point on your front foot so all your pressure is going to go there, and you'll feel how much pressure that you need to do that 90-degree revert. As you start to revert, make sure to bend your knees and ride away. After you get confident with these tricks, you can start doing some different tricks, and you can start doing feeble to fakies, which we actually made a video. If you want to learn how to do it, you can check it out up here. And then you can also learn pivot to fakies or 5-0 to fakies. We also did a tutorial for that video. Make sure to check it out right up here. When you start learning this trick, one of the things that I think will help you a lot is when you start cross-locking your trucks. And that's when you go on the opposite sides pinched on your wheel, and it kind of looks like this. So you can see we've got this pinched all the way up. That way you can go back in fakie. This one's all the way over, and this is just a nice, safe, and easy way to do 50-50 so that when you go fakie, all you just lift up and go back in. Another thing that really helps is when you go back in, the first thing you do is make sure to twist your hips to go fakie, because when you twist your hips, your knees, your feet, and your shoulders are all gonna follow that exact same motion. When you twist your hips, you're gonna be able to go back in fakie instead of sliding down halfway in a revert or leaning too far back. And the last tip that Tayman thinks helps the most when you're learning how to do this trick is to just do them. So go out there, just do them, have fun. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that video of how to do a 50-50 to fakie. We have a bunch of other tutorials if you're trying to learn how to skate a mini ramp for beginners all the way up to advanced skaters. But since we did have Tanner here with us, we also caught a session on the ramp. We filmed it for Instagram, so it's vertical format, but check those clips out here.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like this video, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and comment if you want to see more videos with Tanner in them. Comment that down below. We have some other videos, you can check them out right here. We'll catch you guys in the next video in front of a live studio audience.